This tab tells you about all the assessments that are available to you in SRT. Start with any assessment you prefer by clicking the blue Do button next to that assessment. Any assessments you have completed will show as complete. You can access, print, and use your results report, certificates, and learning plan for any completed assessments. Still on the My Assessments tab, you can see some important information by clicking on the blue I icon next to the symbol for each assessment. Read it before starting the assessment. When you're ready to start, click on Do. When you start any assessment by clicking the Do button, you'll see the first question of that assessment. At the top of the page on the left, you'll see the section or assessment you're in, the number of questions in that assessment, and how many questions in total you'll have to answer to complete it. On the right top corner of each question, you can click on the yellow light bulb icon to see instructions about the question. It's a good idea to do this on the first question so that you understand how to navigate between questions and complete each assessment. At the bottom of each question on the right, you'll see the elapsed time. This is the total time you have spent in this assessment. Next to it, you'll see time limit. This is the time you should use to complete this assessment. Try to complete each assessment without exceeding the time limit. Now, let's review how to respond to the questions in the SRT assessment. Below each question, you'll see the options that you have to answer the question. It's a good idea to read these options first, even before you read the question. Once you review these options, read the question above, paying attention to detail. Once you understand the question, go back to the options available to answer the question and select one of them by clicking on it. Next, click on the green Next Question button at the bottom of the page. Before you complete each assessment, you can go back to the previous question if you want to change your answer. To do so, click on the Previous Question button at the bottom of the page. After you answer the last question of each assessment or section, you can't go back. Also, do not click on the red Exit button until you complete all the questions in an assessment or section. If you do, you may have to start that section again. After you have completed all the questions in an assessment, you'll see the screen shown here. If you have time to continue and complete another assessment, click on My Assessments. Remember, the assessments we included for you in SRT are 6: reading, document use, numeracy, listening, speaking, and writing. If you don't have time and want to answer the next assessment later, click on Log Out. When you have time to complete the next assessment, log in again, and using the same link we sent you by email with the username and password that you created, complete all 6 assessments in SRT as soon as you can so that you can see all your results reports, certificates, and learning plans.